Hi, welcome to the seventh part of this responsive web design tutorial series. And in today's video, we're going to have a look at how to apply the grid system to the header. We're not going to be styling the header just yet. We're just applying the grid system so it is in a better position than where it is right now. So back in our index.html file, let's just inspect where the header is as of now. So right now this is where the header is, and we want to make sure that the contents of the header actually are aligned with the main content as well. So for the main content, when we were applying the grid to it, we put it inside the columns and the grid container. But for the header, we're going to put the columns inside of the header, and you will see what I mean, why we're doing that. So let's just say div.columns. Okay. And let's just cut everything inside the header and just paste that in here. But before we do that, let's just say div. Let's apply the same grid settings as we did for the main content, grid 8, and we'll do also smaller 12. Okay, we'll do this, paste this in here. So let's go back to our page, refresh, and nothing changes. Well, actually it did. Let's inspect this here. If we just hover over this column and then grid 8, as you can see, the width is small, but the problem is that it's not being centered at the center of the header. So how do we do that? We can just apply the wrapper tag to this container here. So let's just say wrapper. And if you remember, the wrapper, what it does, it just centers a grid which isn't taking the whole width of the page. So we refresh this, as you can see, is being centered. But the reason now why we didn't put the columns outside of the header is that we want to give the main header a background color which looks like this. And the only way we can make it take the whole of the width is to make sure that the grid is inside the header, not the header being inside the grid. So let's do that now. Even though I did say we're not styling the header as of now, but I just wanted to show you the reason why we're applying the grid there. We'll just quickly do one styling for the header. So we'll do header. So we'll say main header, and we'll give it a background color of, let's say, blue. Even though it won't be blue, but I just want to quickly show you something. So when I refresh, as you can see, the background color is taking the whole width of this page. So that is why we're putting the grids inside of the header as opposed to the other way around. Okay, so just a couple more things left. Now that we have the grid as applied to the header, we want to float the logo to the left and the navigation to the right. But we actually have done half of the work already by applying the float left and float right to the logo and the navigation respectively. So we just have to create those utility classes. So we'll say float left, and we'll float it to the left. Just say float right, and we'll float it to the right. Okay, so when we refresh this, we should see those happen. Okay, but just one thing, the container for the floated elements, which is the navigation and the logo, will be collapsed right now. As you can see, there's the logo, there's the navigation, and the containers collapsed. And the reason for that is because when you float elements, 2 elements or more inside a container, the container collapses, and we don't want that. Let's create something called clear fix, and then we'll create something inside it called after. So after the clear fix, we'll give it a content of empty string, display block, and clear both. Okay, and what this is doing is just taking the container for anything that you have floated and just makes it not collapse. Okay, so the container for the logo and the navigation is this one here. So we'll just apply the clear fix to it, refresh. Now when we look at the container, it should not be collapsed anymore. As you can see, I'm hovering over it and it's just showing the whole block of the container. So that's it for this tutorial video, guys, and I hope it was helpful, and if it was, please do rate, subscribe and comment. I shall see you soon in another video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.